Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm down to the tomb. They in the way, they gotta move. I got a gas, they running on fumes. Told them way back, it's something new. It's me and Dan, you gotta choose. I'm taking what's mine, I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my low, I don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dotting those eyes. Don't take offense if I do not oblige. I can't be labeled like none of these guys. They hit me once and I'm cutting the ties. I was so low, but I'm back on the rise, it's real. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm hopping now I gotta go. I'm looking back, they not even close. I had a 4, now I need a ghost. I got a wave like I'm on the coast. Same ones are down and I dare the shows. The way that I'm ballin', they think I'm a pro. I'm getting sick by the money I gross. They saying whoa, I told them all what this is. I told them all I don't miss. Said it's my time, look at this shit on my wrist. And when they shooting this brace, I'm going in a new gig, gotta shift. I cannot stick to the script, I cannot wait. Watch how I get it and flip. It's just how I'm doing this shit and I'm going. Just how I'm doing this shit and I'm going. Ayy, just how I'm doing this shit and I'm going.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to the Colt Corral for tonight's all MOAC matchup. It's the Lady Colts with a record of 8-3, 5-2 in the MOAC, hosting the Lady Vikings with a 9-3 overall record, 7-0 and first in the MOAC conference. We've got live and free action from the Colt Corral on Facebook and YouTube coming up next.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
And now back to the Colt Corral. Here we are just a handful of minutes away from tip-off. We've got some pregame coverage live and free. Let's start with the away team, the River Valley Lady Vikings, and their team spotlight. Hand it over to you, partner.
Alrighty, so first up we got the MOAC leading Lady River Valley Vikings. Alright, so the team spotlight, Coach Tim Chiles, record 9-3 in the MOAC, 7-0. This team's scoring a high 49.8 points, defense only allowing 33.7. Their biggest win, Austin, coming against Galleon by a big win by 50 points, and Galleon did not score in the fourth quarter, Austin.
50 points, quite a heavy margin. And now let's focus over to our possible MVP candidate and player of the game.
All right, Austin. So one player that sticks out for the River Valley Vikings is senior guard/forward Brooklyn Mosher, standing at 5'10", like we said. 18 points a game, leading this team, Austin, 5 rebounds. Her role, a leader, stealthy defender, maybe averaging 2.5 steals per game, Austin.
Absolutely, very impressive for the leading Lady Vikings in the MOAC Conference with a 7-0 record. And now over to the Clear Fork Colts, trying to play a little bit of an upset role as their team spotlight tonight, Levi.
All right, so the Clear Fork Lady Colts coming in after a big win Tuesday night against the Lexington Lady Lex. Head coach for the Clear Fork Colts, Scott Sellers, with a record of 8-3, 5-2 in the MOAC. This team's averaging 48 points a game and only letting up 37.9, Austin. Their biggest win also coming against Galleon with a score of 58-13, and Galleon also did not score in the fourth quarter in that game.
Once again, it feels like Galleon getting beat up a little bit in the MOAC, but nonetheless headed over to our possible player of the game on the Clear Fork Colts, Lady Colts side, that is.
All right, for the Lady Colts, one player that stuck out to me was Pacey Chrastina, the 5'5" senior guard. Had 11 points in the first matchup against the Lady Vikings, also 6 rebounds. Her role in this game and for the team, she is a senior spark, Austin, going to lead the charge tonight.
Absolutely, seeing if the Colts can get the job done. And earlier in this game, our buddy Travis had an interview with Coach Scott Sellers on the court.
Down here on the court with head coach Scott Sellers of the Clear Fork Lady Colts. Coach, mid-January, you're playing meaningful basketball for a conference championship. If you said this maybe 3-4 years ago, what would you think? I'd be crazy right now, or is this exactly what the plan has been?
Well, 3 or 4 years ago, you guys wouldn't have been here before we started. You guys do an awesome job. I'm glad OH Report is back here. Love having you. You guys are just phenomenal, and you have the whole crew here, so thanks for coming. 3 or 4 years ago, people would have probably said that you're crazy. you know, we had a culture and a program that was not used to doing a lot of winning. These kids have turned it around. They've bought in, and it's a big game for us tonight. River Valley's playing really well. The MOAC in general has some really top-notch schools in it this year and last year and years before, and, you know, we're really excited to be here.
You guys right in it with River Valley and Shelby. I know the Lady Whippets are pleasant tonight, but what's it going to take to knock off River Valley, a team that's beaten you already this year, and stay in that race to set up possibly a matchup with Shelby down the line?
Well, they're really good. You know, they got a kid in Brooklyn, Mosher, who might be the best player in the conference. I mean, she's just solid. She shoots well. You know, she rebounds well. She does a lot of things very, very well. And they got some other kids. Hecker's one, Snyder's another one that, you know, they shoot the ball, they rebound, they play the game the right way. So, you know, we're going to have to bring a lot of energy and focus, and you know, I think our kids are ready to do that.
All right, Coach, best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Travis.
Back to you guys.
Start with River Valley's keys. Okay. An excellent interview with Coach Scott Sellers, looking for a big win for his Lady Colts this evening, this Thursday evening game from the Colt Corral. Let's discuss some of the keys to the game. First with the visiting Lady Vikings of River Valley, undefeated in MOAC play. Levi, what do they need to do tonight to get the job done?
So like we said earlier, Austin, this is going to start with the senior stars for River Valley. If they want to continue their success, Austin, they need to feed the ball through Brooklyn Mosher, the 5'10 senior guard like we were talking about, who is averaging 18 points in the first 12 games, Austin. And the second key for victory for the Lady Vikings is to be the best of the best. The River Valley Vikings are first in the MOAC, and with a win tonight, the MOAC is very much in sight for these Lady Vikings. Look for Hallie Snyder and Lexi Hecker to get involved in this game for the Lady Vikings.
Absolutely. And now, for the Lady Colts side of things, what do they need to do to pull off their biggest upset of the season?
All right, Austin, for the Lady Colts, you just got to stay steady. Clear Fork has won 4 of their last 5 games. They got a big win, like we said earlier, against Lexington on Tuesday night with Annika Labaki and Lily Workman leading the charge for the Clear Fork Colts. Also, like we said earlier, Pacey, Chrastina leading the charge. Also, Kylie Belcher, 2 guards that can contribute to the score early and often, Austin. And for the second key for the Clear Fork Colts, you need to feed off the energy. Clear Fork has one of the most notable crowds in the area, and if they want to have a chance in this game, they need to feed off that big student section tonight at Clear Fork.
Absolutely. Very, very exciting MOAC matchup coming tonight from the Colt Corral. It's a packed house in the city of Belleville, and we are just about ready for tip-off, a minute and a half as starting lineups and the anthem soon to come. We are just about ready. Joining you live on the camera, I'm Austin Fisher, joining commentary with my partner Levi Davis, and we are absolutely stoked for our first ladies game together.
Absolutely. I'm hyped. Let's get it.
Should be very exciting. 2 teams that have learned a lot about each other, especially recently being in the same conference. Of course, Clear Fork, previously a member of the OCC, coming together with Ontario, Shelby, and a few other schools and forming the MOAC, and it's been quite an exciting conference, men's and women's sports.
Absolutely. The MOAC's really strong in basketball, probably their top sport in the conference, so tonight's going to be a really tough matchup. Let's see how it goes, Austin.
Absolutely. As both ladies' teams starting to line up on the court, and it looks like we are just about ready for the Star-Spangled Banner. It's a bunch of the future Lady Colts down on the court, trying to make this program proud as always.
Good evening, the Board of Education, Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Department of the Clear Fork High School extends to each of you a cordial welcome for tonight's varsity girls basketball game between the River Valley Lady Vikings and your Clear Fork Lady Colts. Clear Fork High School and River Valley are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. These are high school athletes who are playing here tonight. They are friendly rivals as members of opposing teams. They are expected to be so regarded and so treated. This basically is the theme of interscholastic athletics, the idea of friendly competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other. In order to honor America and in respect for all who have served and continue to serve our country to defend our freedoms, you are invited to stand and sing our national anthem. the Star Spangled Banner.
The national anthem, as beautiful as always, as now we will meet tonight's non-starters and starters. First, let's meet the starting lineup for the Lady Vikings. Number 2, Lexi Hecker. Number 3, Brooklyn Mosher. Number 4, Gianna Alves. Number 10, Eva Morin. And number 13, Hallie Snyder. And for the Clear Fork Lady Colts, number 10, Annika LeBlacki. Number 11, Olivia Davis. Number 12, Pacey Chrastina. Number 14, Lillian Weichel. And number 15, Kylie Belcher. As we are getting very, very close to tip-off. Of course, the Clear Fork Colt faithful, students, parents, and all from around here, as faithful as always. Should be an excellent, excellent matchup we're looking forward to this evening. It's the handshakes from the Lady Vikings, very clean. So many of these teams orchestrate such beautiful handshakes nowadays. It's almost a part of every pregame routine, Levi.
Absolutely awesome. Just the effort they put in the handshakes, it's really cool to see.
I feel like Lexington knows a thing or two about that, especially you. You've come up with quite a few complicated handshakes in the past.
Oh, absolutely awesome. Me and my guy Alex Depperschmidt got one in the works. It's going to be crazy, man.
Of course, looking forward to that next handshake as the Colts, the Lady Colts, getting announced right now. And this place is about to blow a fuse through the roof.
Yeah, like we said pregame, Austin, they got to feed off that energy.
Absolutely. As the Lady Colts starters being announced now, getting the loudest of ovations, as these ladies are seeking a huge upset at home, looking to give the Lady Vikings their first loss in the MOAC this season. And they are threatening very heavily with a large crowd and a lot of fight in them, as each team will get together for one last huddle before tip-off. We are just about ready to go from the Colt Corral. As the student section gets settled, of course, they're never going to let the opposition feel at ease, especially standing behind that basket. Going to be difficult to hit free throws from that end. As you see the Clear Fork student section wearing the nation's colors, loud and proud as they are. They're ready for a great game this evening. As it's going to be Lillian Weichel taking the tip with Brooklyn Mosher. And here we go from the Colt Corral. Clear Fork wins the opening tip, and we are underway. Belcher gonna give the ball in the corner to Labaki. Who will dribble penetrate. Pass gets to the side. Good little drive, kick back outside to Labaki. Now it's gonna go to Weichel. Weichel working hard in the paint. Gonna kick it back out now to Wortman. Inside it goes. Good post defense here from the Lady Vikings. Kick out though, three-point attempt. Up and just off the rim, no good. Good steal underneath the basket, however, from Chrastina. Deep three attempt off the mark. And it's gonna go to the Lady Vikings, who are working hard to get out of their own half court. And we get a foul call. Gonna be on the Colts. Number 35, Lily Wortman.
Looks like the Clear Fork Colts are getting early pressure down in this game. Awesome.
Starting out very aggressive on the offensive end and not making it easier for these Lady Vikings to get out of their own half of the court as they're still battling to get to the first offensive half of the court. Looks like they will break through here. So here come the Lady Vikings. Evamora now inside, wide open for the layup is good from Rogers.
Yeah, really good inside pass right there, Austin.
Now up the floor for the Lady Colts, Labaki to Chrastina. Good pass outside to Weichel. Just gonna give it underneath to Wortman. And a lot of contact, no whistles blowing. Three ladies hit the deck. Ball still in play as Labaki trying to get out of here. And she's able to succeed. And they get off to Lily Wortman. They try to dribble drive, it's not there. And the Lady Colts will try again. Belcher. Kick outside to the corner. Weichel now top of the key. Three-point attempt off the front of the rim from Wortman. Rebound, Lady Vikings. And a steal. It's going to go right back to the Lady Vikings. Great effort, though, from the Colts. And here comes River Valley. Three-point attempt off the mark. No good on the play from Rogers. Here come the Lady Colts in transition. Labaki looking for a pass. Got it off and complete. A three-point attempt is off the mark, but a foul is going to be called, sending Wortman to the line for three.
Yeah, it looks like a really pointless foul right there by the Lady Vikings, just fouling right behind the three-point line.
Seems like the junior Lexi Hecker getting caught out of position a little bit. As we got a couple substitutes coming to the table. The first free throw attempt for the Lady Colts is up and good. Looks like Olivia Davis and Lauren Robinson are set to check in for the Lady Colts. Second attempt off the front of the rim for Wortman.
Coming in for Lady Colts is number 11, Davis.
So Labaki
number 31, Robinson.
and Chrastina will head to the bench, get a quick breather as Wortman set for her third free throw attempt, trying to tie the game, and she does. Lady Colts still staying in that full court press, although easily broken. Great run from Eva Morin, and it is tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Vikings.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to get an inside pass right there, but Lily Wortman really too fast for the Lady Vikings.
Working hard on both ends of the floor. As Morin now with the ball. Going to take a free throw jump shot. It's good for two. Now here come the Lady Colts in transition, trying to work fast. Outside the ball is going to go to Weichel. Now the ball with Wortman, who was just at the free throw line. Inside pass. Could not be hauled in from the Lady Colts, and the ball back to River Valley.
Yeah, good little look right there by Lily Wortman, just couldn't get it.
So now the Lady Vikings going to have to work out of this full court press, and that's going to work out well. 2v1 on the other side of the court, although the ball lost and stolen away by Olivia Davis. Here come the Colts in transition. Davis working hard on both ends, unfortunately a little too much on that layup. Now here come the Lady Vikings in transition. Rogers going to kick out top to Snyder. Back to Rogers. Her three-point attempt is good. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Sellers of the Lady Colts as River Valley has an early 5-point advantage.
Yeah, it looks like Rogers right there got a really open look, and she drained it, Austin.
Well, we're going to hit a commercial real quick. We'll be right back for some more live. Oh, we don't do commercials on timeouts. We're going to stay right here, live and free on the OH Report, because that's what we do. 5:07 left in the first. River Valley leading 7-2 as a look inside of Coach Sellers' huddle. Got to be talking to us girls about staying disciplined on both ends of the floors. What have you liked so far, partner?
Really good start right here by River Valley. Just finding open three so far. Clear Fork really can't defend, but Clear Fork doing a really good job with some full court pressure. Just got to keep it up, Austin.
Absolutely. Seems like Rogers, the senior, has really been a difference maker for the Lady Vikings. She's got an early 5 points, 5 of the team's 7. Is she going to be a really good factor throughout the game? What do you think?
Absolutely. Like that last play, we just saw that wide open three by her in the corner, Austin. If she can do that all night, it's going to be trouble for the Colts.
Absolutely. As it looks like both teams are back and ready to go. As we get a view from the top of the Colt Corral student section. Every one of them on their feet, cheering on their Lady Colts as they will inbound the ball from right in front of the student section. And Olivia Davis will bring the ball up the court. Gonna hand it off to Labaki. Now to Chrastina, to the corner it's gonna go. Kylie Belcher, back up top the key, Labaki for 3, and she buries it. River Valley trying to break the press again, and they do it so easily. Now River Valley in the offensive end. Quick inside pass for Mosher, layup no good, a rebound. Going to the Lady Colts. Labaki, gonna give it to Davis. Back to Labaki it goes. After hitting a three-pointer on their last attempt here. Looking to add to it, possibly tie or take the lead here. Great inside pass to Labaki, a little bit too far in front of her. And the ball's gonna go back to the Lady Vikings. Into the game, once again, is the senior Lily Wortman. She is gonna replace Lillian Weichel. And River Valley still gonna have to break that press once again. And a great forward pass. They're gonna do it so easily as Hecker going up for the layup. A lot of contact, no foul, but the basket is good.
Coast to coast right there for Hecker, really good play.
Beautiful layup. Lady Vikings lead us 4. Great move by Olivia Davis going to the rim. It is no good. And here come the Lady Vikings in transition.
Looks like the refs are playing a lot of contact tonight, Austin.
Absolutely. Haley Snyder bringing the ball up the court. She's going to go by herself. Nobody's stopping her, and she's got a layup for 2. Very easy for the Lady Vikings on the offensive end. Now here come the Lady Colts. And a lot of traffic underneath the basket, double teamed, and we're going to get a foul call on one of the 2 Lady Vikings guarding Chrastina. And here we go. Looks like we got a couple of substitutions. Megan Clausing, the freshman, coming in for River Valley. She is going to replace Eva Morin. And the Lady Colts with an inbound pass underneath the basket. Looking for some points on this trip. That's good dribble penetration, coast to coast, too far on the layup there for Wortman. Rebound Lady Vikings. And here comes Clausing up the floor. Now with the ball is Hecker. To the side it's gonna go to Osborne. Now inside, it is batted away. The ball's gonna go back to Clausing, whose layup is up and no good. Tip pass out of bounds, it's gonna go to the Lady Colts.
Yeah, so far, Austin, both teams pushing with a lot of tempo. Really good to see.
Absolutely. And that tip pass is going to win the benefit of the home team there. There's a lot of substitutions early for both teams, just trying to keep fresh legs. Is this one going to be a battle of attrition as Lady Colts coming up the court? Looking to cut this 6-point deficit. A pass to the corner. Now an inside pass to Weichel, working hard on the block. But that Lady Viking defense is even harder. Tough layup is no good. Rebound, River Valley. Here comes the freshman Clausing up the court. As she will relax for just a minute. Working hard, some great dribble moves. Kick outside now to Hecker, who got a good screen. Great pass inside, but nobody was there. Stolen away by the Lady Colts. Here they come in transition. Weichel trying a full court pass. It is not going to work out though. Tipped out of bounds by Labaki. And the ball going back to the Lady Vikings as we have a substitution for either team. Number 33, Ava Roseberry, the other freshman on this roster, coming in for River Valley. And here come the Lady Vikings up the court with the freshman Clausing handling the basketball. Nearly stolen away there, but instead it's going to leave a 4v5 as Clausing thought about a 3. Instead, she'll bring it up to the top of the key and reset for this Lady Viking offense. Now the ball with Osborne. Inside pass, a little too heavy for the junior Haley Snyder. And once again, more substitutions for either team. Morgan Nemeth in for the Lady Vikings. And it looks like Livia Davis, the senior, checking back in for the Lady Colts.
Yeah, awesome. Bench depth tonight's going to be a really big part to this game.
Like we said, it's going to be a battle of attrition. Which team is going to last the longest on this court, trying to stay fresh. Less than 2 to go in the first quarter. Lady Colts 5, Lady Vikings 11. As Labaki getting it inside to the elbow. Good cut there, but no pass. As the ball now with Davis. Trying to make something, good dribbling, but that Lady Viking defense is tough. Now outside to Wortman, who's going to dribble drive inside, lost the handle. And the Lady Vikings steal it away. Here they come in transition. Osborne, kick out to the top. It's Mosher off on the jumper. Rebound by the freshman Clausing. Inside, what a beautiful pass, and the layup is going to fall for Ava Roseberry. Here come the Lady Colts now. Davis to the corner, stolen away by the freshman Clausing. 2v1. Here come the Lady Vikings. Clausing, another great pass, layup up and good for Ava Roseberry. And the freshman connection is truly paying off tonight.
The Lady Vikings tempo is really giving struggles to the...
Deep three from Labaki, and she gets it to fall.
Really good answer right there by Labaki.
Didn't even give you a chance to speak, partner. Unbelievable. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter now. Clausing coming up the floor. Ball in the corner to Roseberry, who's going to get the ball to Nemeth. Her jump shot is off the mark. And with 35 seconds, Lady Colts going to settle things down. There's the ball now with Wortman. Now to Weichel. Inside to Wortman. Barely getting a hold of that pass. Now outside to Davis. Livia Davis getting a good screen. Kick outside. Three-point attempt for the Lady Colts. Off the mark. No good. They are going to get an offensive rebound there from Labaki, who is going to have it stolen away. And a foul call on Livia Davis.
Yeah, it looked like a good idea right there by the Lady Colts. Just couldn't control the ball right there.
And a whole slew of substitutions coming in for both teams. So we're going to get a lot of fresh legs. Looks like River Valley putting in their offensive unit and Clear Fork their defensive unit for the last 6 seconds. Here comes Hecker. Kick outside of the corner. Got to get a shot off, and the ball is tipped away, and that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. It's the Lady Vikings 15, the Lady Colts 8. We've had a lot of action so far and a lot more to come from the Colt Corral.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Back inside the Colt Corral for second quarter action of this all MOAC matchup. The Lady Colts trailing 8-15 after one. Looking to respond with a strong second quarter. With the Lady Vikings, we'll start with the basketball. It's the junior Hecker bringing it up the floor. Kick out to the side, Rogers. Cutting straight to the basket. Good take. Looks like a lot of contact. No foul on the play. And here come the Lady Colts. Belcher in transition. Actually, it's Wortman going straight to the hoop. And instead, she loses the handle. Great defense from the Lady Vikings. And the ball is going to go back to River Valley.
Yeah, it looks like she just missed that layup right there. I think it was off River Valley, but I think Wortman touched it when she went out of bounds, Austin.
Absolutely correct. Trying to get the handle back, not knowing where she was on the court. And that is going to cost the Lady Colts possession. Although the Lady Vikings are going to have to work hard to get out of this press again. And they make it look so easy. Here's Snyder. Looking for someone to pass to. She's going to find Mosher. Back to Snyder. Get a little connection between these two. Looking for Hecker in the paint, couldn't find her. Instead, a full court pass, a little too strong for Eva Morin, the sophomore. And the ball will go back to the Lady Colts.
All right, so we got some comments, Austin.
Shout out to
Nathan
the fan
Fisher,
zone.
man.
The
Austin
fan
and Levi,
zone.
baby, let's go.
Lots of love. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to tonight's matchup. So Lady Colts working hard on offense. Another block shot for the Lady Vikings. And in transition, here comes Hecker. Full court pass and a foul called on the play. Looks like Eva Morin is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really good transition offense right there, getting that inside pass leading to the foul.
Foul's going to go on the senior Wortman. And the Lady Vikings shooting their first 2 free throws of the game. Attempt number 1 off the back iron, no good.
Returning for Lady Colts number 10, LeBlanc.
Looks like the student section had a little bit to do with that miss, Austin.
Definitely always loud, trying to get into the heads of whoever's shooting the free throws. Labaki checks back in for the Lady Colts. Morin's second of 2 attempts is good. So the Lady Vikings doubling up on the Lady Colts. See what they had to say about that in transition. Great pass under the basket, and the layup is good from Weichel.
Really good pass right there by Chrastina right there.
Now here come the Lady Vikings. Ahead by half a dozen. Hecker to the corner to Morin. Trying to dribble drive, nothing's there. Good defense. Great cut underneath, and a foul called on the play as Mosher going to the line.
Yeah, really good right there by Mosher. That's the only way you're going to stop her if you foul her, Austin, when she goes in the paint.
That is a lot of truth to be told right there, as Mosher's first free throw attempt is good, nothing but net. Going to be hard to stop her when she gets to the free throw line. She's got a touch of beauty as her second attempt. Also, nothing but net. Lady Viking lead back up to 8. Here come the Lady Colts. Chrastina, another great pass, and again that connection to Weichel, working for a layup underneath the cup. Here comes Morin in transition. 6 minutes to go in the half. As Morin gonna go herself, left it a little bit short. Rebound, Lady Colts. And here comes blue ball and a deep three-point attempt from Labaki. She was feeling herself in the first quarter. Unfortunately, that one doesn't fall. And we're gonna have a foul on Belcher. And with that being her second personal, I believe she's gonna get a substitution here from Olivia Davis. Don't want to pick up that third foul before halftime, the unwritten rule of basketball.
Look for a little set play for Snyder right here, Austin.
And we'll see what happens as the ball's going to get inbounds. And once again, feels like the Lady Colts a little bit of a lackadaisical press, although on this end of the floor they're doing well. 3-point attempt from Hecker's up and no good. A lot of contact again. No whistle, offensive rebound. Colt Corral letting them know that one was nowhere near the basket as Hecker to the corner to Morin. Morin looking for a pass. Now got to find Snyder. Snyder back to Hecker. And the Colt Corral still letting Hecker know what happened on her last shot. Now the ball to Rogers. Inside pass, good cut. A lot of offensive movement. And it might just pay off here for the Lady Vikings. In and out, unfortunate there for Snyder. But the ball's going to stay here as the rebound could not be collected by the Lady Colts.
Absolutely awesome. This looks like a really, really soft touch by Weichel right there.
Well, done enough to change direction. A lot of contact, and we're going to have an out of bounds, I believe. I don't think they called an offensive foul there, did they?
I think they called an offensive foul right there.
Doesn't look to be an official reporting to the scores table, so it's going to be out of bounds. Ball to the Lady Colts. Down by 6. Looking to cut that deficit once again as Olivia Davis going to give the ball up to Weichel. Top of the key to Labaki. Thought about a 3. Not going to think twice. Lost the handle. Great pass. Great cut. And another connection underneath. The layup does not go for Weichel. Ball out of bounds. Going to stay here with Lady Colts.
Returning for Lady Colts, number 35.
So we've got multiple substitutions for the Lady Colts. Wortman going to check into the game, and Lauren Robinson as well. Going to be replacing Weichel and Chrastina. As Olivia Davis trying to inbound the ball. Nearly got a 5 count, getting out of it. And now Robinson back to Davis, working hard behind the back. Good move. Big screen. A lot of contact as Davis taking it to the cup. Does not quite have the layup. And a lot of contact on this end of the floor as well. Officials letting them play all over. Here come the Lady Vikings. 3-on-1 in transition. A pass up the court to Morin, and she is rejected. But just a little too much contact on the play. And Morin's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really good transition offense. Clear Fork Colts almost got a block right there, but a quick whistle by the refs.
Lily Wortman nearly had a highlight reel play, but unfortunately, the whistle of the official going to disallow that as Morin's first attempt on this trip is off the back iron and gets the friendly roll. Into the game now for the Lady Colts. Number 12, Pacey Chrastina, going to replace Lily Wortman after her most recent personal foul. 4:23 left to go in the half. Morin second, up 2 attempts, up and good. And Morin now going to be replaced by Eden Osborne, the senior. Lady Vikings once again leading by 8. Davis immediately going to go at Osborne, trying to catch the substitute off guard. Now the ball with Chrastina trying to make something happen. Ball now to Labaki. Looking to go herself, kick out to the corner. 3-point attempt from Davis, off the mark. Ball up in the air, rebound Lady Vikings. Here comes Hecker in transition. The Lady Vikings love working on offensive transition, and it looks like a travel, but no call. And the Lady Vikings going to stick with possession. Here's Snyder, and a foul will be called on the play. And the Colt faithful letting the officials know they disagree with that previous no travel call.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of slip and slide right there, but ultimately turned out to be a foul by Robinson right there.
It's going to end up benefiting the Lady Vikings as they are going to shoot the bonus now. As Snyder, the junior, going to shoot 1 and 1. Looking to convert on the front end. So free throw attempt is good. Largest lead of the evening for the Lady Vikings at 9. Snyder looking to make it double digits at 10. With 3:50 left in the half, Snyder does so. Here come the Lady Colts. Olivia Davis working hard on offense. Lady Colts looking for a bucket, and that almost helped them out there. A little too strong on the take from Chrastina. And once again, the Lady Vikings with the ball. It's Clausing, the freshman, bringing the ball to the court. Some good moves. Now the ball to Snyder. What about a shot from outside the arc? It's going to take it to the rack, and she is fouled. Foul on the arm. Lady Vikings going to the line.
Yeah, another quick whistle right there. Be careful for the Colts getting into foul trouble early.
Already 18 fouls. That's the first of 2 attempts off the mark for Snyder. But as she was in the act of shooting, she's got another one to redeem herself here. 3:27 left in the first half. Snyder has got the friendly roll on that one. Substitution now for the Lady Vikings, number 33, Ava Roseberry, the freshman, checking back in. Gonna replace Lexi Hecker, the junior. I think the Lady Vikings going with a little bit of a bigger lineup here.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be interesting to see how the Lady Colts are going to match up with this, with the kind of a smaller lineup playing 4 guards right here.
See if they want to shoot a little bit more, trying to get themselves out of this hole that they're in. Instead, they're going to drive straight at the basket, and they're going to get an and 1. That's how you start this run. Kylie Belcher, the junior.
Yeah, really good look right there. Ultimately drawing the contact in that and 1 going to the line.
So a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play for the Lady Colts. As Belcher from the line has got the free throw.
Yeah, Austin, and that's what Clear Fork has to do. Just drive the ball, and if they don't have it, just kick it out to a corner and see what happens.
Seems like they're finding their groove in these layups. They've been pretty strong on the last couple, but that one getting to the bucket at just the right time is the freshman Clausing. Now on the offensive end with some good dribble moves as she goes inside, little floater off the glass and in all by herself. Soft bucket Now here come the Colts, wasting no time in transition. Chrastina trying to get this Lady Colts squad to rally, and a foul call on the play. Looks like a reach in on River Valley.
Fouls were called on 33, Roseberry. That's our first team's score.
Yeah, last play by the River Valley Vikings. Really good floater right there by Clausing.
Ava Roseberry on the foul. Reminds you of a little name of a man called Joe Ford.
Absolutely. The Joey Vore, one of the most prized Lexington alumni, Austin.
Dominated with the floater back in his day. Has a turnover there for the Lady Colts. Ball back to the Lady Vikings. Breaking the press. Here they go. Here come the Lady Vikings in transition. Roseberry, rather, tried to do it by herself. Instead, Snyder with the basketball. Looking to kick it out to the top. Eden Osborne. Now to Snyder. Snyder, now to Clausing. Got a good screen, thought about a three. Back to Snyder it goes. She's going to drive to the paint. Kick out, little elbow jumper off the mark for the Lady Vikings. Offensive rebound. Osborne, her two-point attempt, too strong. Rebound, Lady Vikings. Clausing thought about a three again. Instead, she'll bring it up top. Osborne. Now giving the ball to Mosher, and she lost it. Rolling off her leg, and the ball's going to go back to the Lady Colts.
Coming in for the Vikings, number 2. For the Lady Colts, it's number 31.
Into the game now for the Lady Colts. Number 31, Lauren Robinson, checking back in. She's going to replace, looks like, Olivia Davis. Now Annika Labaki going to take the basketball up the floor for the Lady Colts. Headed it off to Belcher, and now Belcher. So Weichel trying to go inside, gets down to the block, but is stopped. Back to Labaki. Outside the ball, goes to Belcher for three, off the mark. Rebound, Clausings. And a pass up the floor, wide open for the layup is Roseberry, and she puts it down for two.
Really good job right there by the Lady Vikings, pushing the tempo.
Transition offense is easily winning River Valley this game, and another steal here from the Lady Vikings. Here they come in transition. This time it's Mosher, and her floater's good for two. Now the Lady Colts trying to respond, but instead, Coach Scott Sellers wants to talk it over with the Lady Colts as they are getting beat on both ends of the floor. Maybe a little time to cool down. As right back here in the booth, I'm Austin Fisher, joining commentary by my partner Levi Davis, and kind of what we expected out of the break between the first and the second quarter. Lots of momentum on this Lady Viking side. What do we feel is going to change after this timeout?
I just want Clear Fork maybe to put a little more pressure on the ball. Earlier in this game, the full court press not really working out for them, but that's what happens when you play the first team in your conference, Austin.
Absolutely. Much different from the JV game. It seems that the Lady Vikings completely controlling the tempo. They go how they want this game to go. And it just seems like Lady Colts maybe working too fast on the offensive end, forgetting about defense a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, Austin. And when you get those easy turnovers for the Lady Vikings, it's easy to push up the floor.
Absolutely. As we break out of the timeout, 1:20 to go in the first half. River Valley with a 14-point lead, their largest of the night. And now Olivia Davis. Hands off to Chrastina. Now Belcher. Nearly traveled instead. Good inside pass. Now kick back outside to Davis. Her three-point attempt off the mark. A lot of contact. And she's going to go to the line for three.
Yeah, really good find right there to Labaki to find Davis out in the three-point line. Really good job finding the foul.
And actually, they're going to say that's an off-the-ball foul, so they're going to have a Lady Colts inbound as Kylie Belcher is going to take a seat on the bench. And now here come the Lady Colts. Working hard inside. Tough shot is going to fall for Weichel. Now here come the Lady Vikings in transition. Rogers looking for a pass. She's going to find Mosher. Going straight to the basket, throwing it up, but nothing's there. Now the Lady Colts only trailing by a dozen. 4v5. Can they make it count? It's Chrastina. Back into Labaki. A lot of contact. Looked like some friendly fire there between the Lady Vikings. But a foul's going to be called on Mosher.
Yeah, look for Clear Fork to slow the ball down a little bit. Go for this last shot in the half.
See a replay there. A lot of contact. There was some friendly fire. But now the Lady Colts got a chance to settle down. Less than 40 seconds to go in the first half. Chrastina Dribble drive to the free throw line, a little floater for her off the mark as she's fighting for her own rebound. She doesn't win it, won by her teammate though. That's Weichel with the layup.
Right place, right time right there by Weichel.
Now here come the Lady Vikings looking to add to their 10-point lead. Rogers with the basketball. Top of the key, Snyder. Now to Clausings. And River Valley's head coach saying, no, we're holding for the last shot. The ball now with Rogers. 5 on the clock, 4 on the clock. Gets it tipped away. She's got to put up a shot. Clausings, the freshman from deep at the buzzer off the backboard. And no good. And that is going to do it for the first half. It's the Lady Vikings 29, the Lady Colts 19. We'll be back with some more live and free action after this break from our sponsors.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. And let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Back now with some halftime action as the Lady Vikings lead the Lady Colts from the Colt Corral by a score of 29-19. As you take a look here at the court, possibly some future Lady Colts putting in some hard work at the break, as are we. We're going to talk about some halftime stats and why the Lady Vikings seem to control this game from the jump.
Yeah, Austin. So like you said earlier, 29-19 lead for the River Valley Colts. One thing that sticks out to me is a rebound differential. River Valley leading that 16-9. Yep. Partially why they're leading by 10 at the break. Another thing is that they're getting to the line often and really, really contributing with a percentage of 80 from the line compared to Clear Fork's 3 out of 4. Looks pretty even on the turnover side. Fouls as well. Let's see what they got in the second half, Austin.
It's been interesting to see, for the most part, how the Lady Colts press has just been really ineffective, almost lackadaisical, you feel. They're putting all 5 of their players on the same half of the court, but the Lady Vikings are hardly trying, and they're breaking the press every time. Do you think that's going to change in the second half?
Yeah, I think Clear Fork just needs to stay back a little bit, not really pressure the ball as much, because like you saw in the first half, when River Valley just gets one person behind that press, it's game over for the Colts.
And that's pretty much how they've been winning this game so far. They seem to have a lot of points, especially free throws coming in transition. It's really interesting, personally, to see a big change from the games that we've called in the past. Of course, calling a lot of Lex basketball games and the transition between zone and man defense. You think we're going to see anything like that, some technical changes from the coach's perspective, or is it all just effort?
I think River Valley is just going to keep it the same. Austin, you know, they already have a 10-point lead. But Clear Fork, I would say, change up the defense a little bit, try to see what they can do on the defensive press side. Maybe switch up to a 2-3 zone. We'll see what happens.
And if you're the Lady Colts, you're down by 10. Who needs to get the basketball to change this game?
Like we said earlier, pregame, Pacey Chrastina, the 5'5 senior. I think she needs to contribute a little bit more to the game. Maybe see Labaki get a couple more shots. She had 2 threes in the first half. It's going to be a really fun second half.
Well, it seems like Annika Labaki extremely confident from way downtown, like NBA range style almost. And if she's capable of hitting those shots, I don't see why you don't take it. Now switch it over to the side of the Lady Vikings. Who do you trust the ball in the hands of on that side of the basketball?
So for the Vikings, it just looks like a really even scoring so far. Everybody in their starting five has some points so far. So just continue what you're doing and we'll see what happens.
Seems like the Lady Vikings have 2 superstar freshmen, number 5 Megan Clausing and number 33 Ava Roseberry. They've connected a couple times underneath the basket, and with some stellar freshmen on this team, you got to think this program's got a lot of future ahead of them.
Yeah, the future is going to be really bright for these Lady Vikings. Like you said, Clausing with 5 points. It's going to be really interesting to see what she does in the second half, just like her counterpart, Ava Roseberry.
Absolutely, and it looks right now like the Lady Vikings could be on pace to start 8-0 in the MOAC, and it would be hard for any team to catch up to a record like that at this point. But if the Lady Colts do turn it around, how do you see their chances playing out in this conference from this point on?
I think the Colts, if they win this game, they're going to have a really good chance to get that number 1 in the MOAC. They just got to win a couple more games on the road as well. But River Valley, if they win this, like we said in pregame, it's going to be a clear road to that championship for the MOAC.
Absolutely. And as previously mentioned, River Valley, the Lady Vikings first in the MOAC, and the Lady Colts are third. So a lot of shifting can still go on. A lot of basketball to be played in the next couple of months before tournaments come up. It'll be interesting to see who is hot and who is not come tournament time. Still down on the floor with our future Lady Colts, and they're working hard. Offense, defense, passing, dribbling, shooting. They've got it all down on the floor. Some good halftime entertainment here. Not having to stare at a blank basketball court. Definitely enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. And going back to what we were talking about, the MOAC, like you said, River Valley number 1 and Clear Fork number 3. You got to remember number 2, the Shelby Whippets. They're going to be interesting to see the rest of the season as well.
Of course, the Lady Whippets, always a dangerous team. It seems like boys and girls basketball, they are always class, especially from outside the arc. They always seem to do well as the Lady Vikings get to take the court once again here, getting ready for their warm-ups at halftime, as will the Lady Colts, who have got some work to do, down by 10 at the break. So we've got about 2.5 minutes until we are back with second half action. Until then, we're going to take you to break. And we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Both ladies basketball teams ready for some second half action from the Colt Corral. If you're just joining us, the Lady Vikings with a 29-19 lead over the Lady Colts. As coaches, players, officials, everybody ready for some second half action. As the clock resets to 8. 16 minutes down, 16 to go. I'm Austin Fisher, joining commentary with my partner Levi Davis, and we're ready for some second half action.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Kylie Belcher bring the ball up the floor for the Lady Colts. Now the ball up top. Chrastina going to the hoop. Tried it herself. Tough shot. Not going to get the roll. Rebound, Lady Vikings. Still hanging with a little bit of a half press are the Lady Colts, as Snyder picking the ball up. Easily dished over to Hecker. Hecker now with the basketball, working on Labaki. Now the ball outside to Rogers. Inside pass was not quite there for Snyder. And another turnover for the Lady Vikings. 7:24 left in the third quarter. Lady Colts trying to trim their 10-point deficit point by point until they can get back into this one at full strength. As Chrastina working hard on the offensive end. Looks like an elbow there. No call once again from the officials. Kick out to the corner. Three-point attempt by Belcher. Just off the mark. Rebound fought for and won by the Lady Colts. And a foul is going to be called in the corner on Morin.
Yeah, really good find right there. Right place, right time with the offensive rebound.
Lily Wortman working hard on the offensive glass. Is now the ball inbounded by Belcher. To the corner goes to Chrastina. And that ball is going to get tipped out of bounds, staying with the Lady Colts. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Scott Sellers can draw up a couple good inbound plays here as that ball tipped again. Going to stay with Clear Fork Bow in play. It's Chrastina getting the ball to Wortman. Clap your hands, wanting the ball. Now back outside, little cut into the paint. Rejected inside. What a big block that was from Mosher. As now the basketball looks like it's going to go with the Lady Vikings. As they will inbound the ball here. Lady Colts still staying with that full court press. But it is once again easily broken. Rogers now to Snyder. Snyder. Now to Morin. Back to Snyder goes, thought about a three. Instead, we'll dish it to Rogers. Rogers cutting into the paint. Great pass to Morin. Easy layup is in. Now here come the Lady Colts in transition. Chrastina. Great pass inside. Kick out to Labaki. Swinging it around. Top of the key. Three-point attempt from Wortman. Off the front of the rim. Rebound, Lady Vikings. Stolen away by Wortman. Kick outside of the corner. Another three-point attempt. In and out. Unfortunately, it's not going to fall for the Lady Colts, but they're still sticking with the basketball. Another offensive board. Pass to the corner. Now Chrastina with the ball. Inside pass, left-handed layup, off the mark, too strong from Weichel. Now the Lady Vikings up by a dozen. As Snyder getting the ball for a three-point attempt from Mosher, off the mark, rebound. Lady Vikings, lots of offensive rebounds in this first half. Kick outside to Hecker. Hecker now to the top of the key. To Morin, great cut inside, easy layup for two. Another beautiful layup for the Lady Vikings, their largest lead of the evening at 14. And a scoop layup will not fall there for the Lady Colts, off the mark by Chrastina. Here comes Snyder. Both teams definitely a little bit tired. Running up and down this floor as a take to the rim. Scoop layup, no good for the Lady Vikings. Here come the Lady Colts in transition. Wortman, pull up three in transition. It will not fall, and a hard-fought rebound. A foul is going to be called on Wortman, trying to get that ball back as Rogers was fouled. That is Wortman's fourth personal foul, getting it very early on in this third quarter. So she's going to sit for what I can imagine is going to be a little bit of a lengthy period.
Looks like Clear Fork's getting a lot of open shots right there.
As a stolen pass and a foul. So the Lady Colts going to have the ball underneath the hoop. trying to cut this deficit.
Fouls been called on Vikings number 2, Hecker. That's her second, team second.
Lady Colts with an inbound pass. Outside, little floating attempt is not going to be good. And the Lady Vikings working hard to keep the basketball, but it is going to be a jump ball called on the floor.
For the Lady Colts, number 10, MOAC.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
like we were talking about in halftime, Austin, the full court pressure has to change drastically, and right there it did.
Absolutely. And it's going to be the Lady Colts with the basketball. Olivia Davis inbounding for the Lady Colts. Looking to make something happen here. And it's jump ball is going to be won by the Lady Vikings. Another jump ball is going to be called. Possession, River Valley.
Coming in for the Vikings, number 14, Osborne.
Now a couple of substitutions made as Eden Osborne returns for the Lady Vikings. They lead by 14 and look to add to it here, although that one nearly turned over as Hecker hits the deck. No foul call, and the ball is going to go to the Lady Colts. A lot of contact on that play.
Yeah, surprised they didn't call the whistle right there.
Looked like some hand fighting back and forth, where the ball is going to go last off of Hecker. As she is out of gas, she'll take a break, being replaced by Megan Clausing, the freshman, who has put on quite a dribbling clinic so far in this game. As Osborne working hard on Davis. Lady Colts nearly turning it over. Ball inside now. Back outside as that is turned over. And I believe the ball is going to go back to the Lady Colts. And let's see what the officials decide to do here.
Oh, somebody's about to get kicked out, Austin. I can feel it, man.
I believe you're correct. Discussions being had with, I believe, the Clear Fork athletic director, and somebody might be getting the boot.
Yeah, Jessica Brokaw, former Lady Legs basketball coach, Austin.
Know all about her. She's going to get her business done, having a nice, sweet conversation with the man in the front row. And unfortunately for him, his night is over. Well, the officials are told that they have the absolute right to do that, and they're taking full advantage of wearing the striped shirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with a brief delay in this one, 4:23 left to go in the third. As the Colt Corral going to give their big fan a round of applause. Substitution is going to be made in the midst of all this. It's number 15, Kylie Belcher, checking into the game for number 12, Pacey Chrastina, and there's still confusion on the floor as to whose ball it is. And the ball's going to go to River Valley. And even the River Valley coach seems confused, but play on it is. Morin, inside pass. Now back outside. Snyder. Thought about it too. Instead, will dribble drive. Inside pass to Morin is stolen away by Belcher. And the Lady Colts with a little bit of momentum from the fan that was kicked out of this game previously. A three-point attempt from Labaki off the mark. And rebound by Clausing. She stepped out of bounds though. Or rather, it's going to be called a travel. And the ball's going to stick with the Lady Colts. Couple substitutions coming in now. Lauren Robinson checking into the game as Eden Osborne will take a seat for the Lady Vikings as well. Halfway through the third quarter. Olivia Davis working hard on the offensive end. Kick out to the corner. Swinging it around. Labaki for three. She's got it.
Really good shot right there by Labaki.
And the Lady Colts sticking with this full court press. Hecker, double team, good pass to Snyder, getting out of this press. The ball stolen away though. Snyder unaware of what was behind her. Belcher with the steal. Here come the Lady Colts with a little bit of a surge. Belcher to the corner. It's Robinson now up top to Davis. Davis cutting to the basket. Foul call on the play.
Yeah, really good drive right there by Davis. Drawing the foul, Austin.
Absolutely. And of all crazy ways to gain momentum in this game, who would have thought it would be by a fan getting kicked out in the front row of the home section for the Clear Fork Colts. Now Olivia Davis thought about a three from the corner. Got Clausing to turn around. Instead, a full court pass stolen away by Hecker. A lot of contact, and that time the official has no choice but to blow his whistle.
Fouls were called, Lady Colts, number 31, Robinson.
That is the second foul on Lauren Robinson, who is the substitute right now for Lily Werman, who has 4 fouls. That is Robinson's second, so she better be careful she doesn't get into foul trouble herself. As the Lady Vikings now on the offensive end. Clausing's the freshman for 3. No good. A lot of confidence, though. You love to see it. Offensive rebound stolen away. Labaki to Davis. Here comes Clausing's tracking her down. Layup is missed. Tipped out of bounds. Ball to the Lady Vikings.
Yeah, the Lady Colts doing a much better job on defense this half.
Belcher will check back into the game for the Colts. And Rogers for the Lady Vikings. 2:58 to go in the third. Lady Vikings lead by 11, 33-22 to score. Hecker. Pass it up top to Rogers. Rogers now to Snyder. Holding the ball in the corner. She's got no pressure. Now got to drive to the basket. Looking for someone to pass to. Great inside cut by Mosher. She is fouled on her way up.
Fouls were called, Lady Colts, number 14.
Yeah, really good drive right there by Mosher. Really drawing the foul.
The foul has brought Mosher.
That really started with a backdoor pass there from Snyder, the junior. As Mosher's first free throw attempt off the front of the rim, no good.
That turned out to be a good foul right there by Lady Colts.
Well, they say if you're going to foul them, make sure they don't make the shot. And that is exactly what the Lady Colts did on that occasion. 2:39 left in the third. As Mosher's second attempt, nothing but net. Now the Lady Colts looking for another spark. As a shot from the corner for 3 will not fall. Rebound Hecker. And the Lady Vikings getting to their offensive side. Clausing's thought about a 3. Instead, it's going to be Snyder, the 2-point jumper off the rim. And an over the back is going to be the call. Foul on Rogers.
Fouls were called, Vikings, number 1, Rogers. That's her second, team's 4.
That is Rogers' second foul. Just the 14th foul of the half, though, for the Lady Vikings, who lead by a dozen. 2 to go in the third. Lady Colts with the basketball. Up top, 3-pointer from Bruball. It is no good. A rebound. Fought for on the floor. This is likely going to be a jump ball. And it absolutely is.
Yeah, Clear Fork getting a lot of open looks, just not falling for him early.
And it looks like Rogers really unhappy about something, having quite the aggressive discussion with the official, but no whistles were blown, no T-shapes were thrown up. So we're going to have an inbound pass for the Lady Colts. Well, the Colt Corral certainly letting her know how much they displeased of whatever it was she said or did. Now the inbound pass for the Lady Colts. Inside pass, layup, off the mark. Rebound, though, from Belcher. Belcher really wants it back, doesn't get it, though. Instead, it's going to go to Chrastina. And now Belcher had an inside cut, doesn't get the ball. Ball goes to Weichel. Now to the corner. Belcher's going to get the ball back to Weichel underneath the cup. Whoa. Great post move, layup, off the mark. She lost her balance at the last moment. And now Clausing with the basketball. Great little crossover there on the Lady Colt defender. Now Snyder with the basketball. Up top it goes to Osborne. Back to Snyder. Now to the corner to Mosher. Now to Snyder. Up top, Osborne. 2-point jumper off the mark. Rebound, Mosher. Her layup is good. A minute to go in the third. Lady Vikings lead is up to 14. And a steal here from Hecker. 2-on-1 for the Lady Vikings. Hecker by herself, a foul, and won the call. And what a play from the junior.
Looked like that was really close to being an offensive foul for the Lady Vikings.
Absolutely. Surprised we didn't see some Colts fans complain, but after what we saw earlier with the official doing to that one Clear Fork Colt fan in the front row, they might want to think twice about their actions this evening. As Hecker Going to the line to convert the and one. She will not. Offensive rebound though to Snyder. Back out to Hecker. Lady Vikings will reset. Now Mosher. Trying to do it by herself. Can't quite do it. Snyder with the basketball. 45 seconds to go in the third. Hand off Hecker. Great ball movement here from the Lady Vikings. This is why they're undefeated in the MOAC, folks. Clausing. Tough pass is going to get stolen away. And here come the Lady Colts. Blue ball. Now to Lubaki. Top of the key. They're going to relax on the basketball for just a moment. As now the ball to Weichel. 15 seconds left in the corner. Weichel, tough two-point attempt off the mark. Rebound Lady Vikings. They got to go if they want a chance to score before the buzzer. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Here comes Hecker to Clausing. Thought about a tough three, instead she'll pull it back out. Hecker at the buzzer, blocked away, and that's going to do it. For the end of the third quarter, the Lady Vikings increase their advantage to 16 as they win the quarter by 6, 38-22 the score. And let's talk a little bit more about what we've seen so far. What a chaotic third quarter. A lot of action.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. Like we were talking about in halftime, looks like the pressure getting a little bit better for the Clear Fork Colts. We'll see what happens in this last quarter.
Absolutely. We're going to head to break very, very quickly. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Jumping straight back into fourth quarter action as the Lady Vikings with the basketball up by 16, looking to close things out and stay undefeated in the MOAC. So far, 7-0, looking to make it 8-0 with a win here this evening. Clausing, the freshman, with some great moves in her bag. Trying to add to her highlight reel as Osborne now with the ball. Top of the key to Snyder. Back to Clausing. Good pass inside. Now Snyder again. Osborne, little two-point jumper. She's got the touch for 2. Chrastina and the Lady Colts need a spark here in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to put up quite a few points. Great inside pass is tipped away. Good defense there from Eden Osborne. And Snyder now bringing the ball up the court. Had it stolen away. Diving attempt, and Clausing going to come out of there with the basketball. She is tripped. No foul call on the play. That is awfully surprising, but instead, we're going to have a foul on Hecker.
Yeah, way to draw the foul right there. Also awesome. Something to note that Lily Wertman's back in the game. Got to be a little bit more conservative on the defensive side.
Well, it seems that you got to get as many minutes out of her as possible if you want your team to get back into this game. Down by 18, regardless of how many fouls she has. She's a key asset to this team. As Olivia Davis with the basketball now. Trying to get her team back into this one. Lady Colts trailing by 18. One on the side now to Weichel. Little free throw jump shot off the back iron, and it is not going to fall for Chrastina. Rebound Lady Vikings. Clausing. Unguarded up the court. Little block pass to Osborne. Osborne. Gonna get a screen. Did not quite have anything there. So Snyder with the basketball, 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Kick outside to Osborne. Good screen from Snyder. And the Lady Vikings just dominating possession. I mean, why not when you have an 18-point lead? Inside the ball's going to go to Mosher, and she's got a layup. It seems that all these Lady Vikings have done is score in this second half. Is another rebound for the Lady Vikings. The three-point attempt, no good. Working hard to get out of the press. Into the corner, Clausing trying her luck from deep. It is off the mark. Hard rebound fought for. It's going to get back out to the top of the key. Snyder going to relax with the basketball. Into the corner now, Osborne. Going to take a breather with the basketball now is Mosher. And a little inside layup is going to be disallowed as Snyder walked. A couple substitutions here for both teams. Looks like Rogers is going to check back in for the Lady Vikings. And you've got to believe that the Colt Corral is going to be talking to her nonstop. Now the Lady Colts trailing by 20. 5:15 to play in the fourth. Inside pass. Tipped out of bounds, and the ball going to go back to the Lady Vikings. A lot of turnovers this second half for the Lady Colts.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said in halftime, River Valley actually has more turnovers than the Colts, but still leading by 20 right now, Austin.
Got to make your chances count, and that is exactly what the Lady Vikings are doing. 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Snyder with the basketball at the top of the key. Now it's with Hecker. Ball out of the corner to Mosher. Inside spin move on the block. Outside of the top of the key. Snyder going to hold on the ball. And Coach Giles says just be patient. Snyder. Taking her time. No shot clock in high school. I mean, why not? And the ball nearly stolen away by the Lady Colts. Possession maintained. Good take to the glass, and a layup is good for Mosher. And we get a timeout for the Lady Vikings, who are doubling up the Clear Fork Colts score.
Yeah, really good scoop and score right there by the star player for these Lady Vikings, Brooklyn Mosher.
And I like the Lady Vikings doing a lot of work on all the ends. As we're taking a look inside the fan zone, quite a lot of people, a lot of love for you and me, partner.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been really exciting as we got the main man, Brian Skaronski. Lady Colts need to stampede in the fourth. Lady Vikes are legit. They are indeed. They're undefeated in the MOAC for a reason, and they're proving it on the court right
absolutely.
now.
Todd Van Horace says, go Vikes.
So Todd Van Hora, you're definitely getting your money's worth this evening. 4:24 left in the fourth, and your team is up by 22. Looking to get out of here with a win. As the huddle going to break for both teams, trying to get it their all towards the very end. And the Lady Colts are going to bring the ball up the floor. Kylie Belcher. Now to Labaki in the corner. There's Labaki. Kicking it outside. Blue ball from way downtown. No good. Rebound fought for, won by the Lady Vikings, and stolen away. Layup off the mark for the Lady Colts. Kick out up top. Labaki, deep three. She's got it.
Like you said in the first half, Austin, she was shooting all over the floor. Now she's feeling a little bit more comfortable, and they're starting to fall.
Sharp shooter. Might be too little too late, but nothing like a little spark in the fourth quarter to get your team going. As out the ball is Hecker at the top of the key. Rogers. Now getting the ball inside to Mosher. Kick out now to Morin. Morin inside to Mosher. Great cut. The layup no good, but a foul is called. And I believe that one is going to be on Weichel.
Yeah, really good inside pass right there by Eva Morin.
Seems like we've had quite a bit of inside cuts in the Lady Vikings, but if it isn't broke, don't fix it, as the first free throw is good from Mosher.
The Lady Vikings doing a really good job of moving around the court, getting those inside passes and cuts, like you said.
Lady Viking lead is 20. As that attempt off the mark, and we're going to have an over-the-back call on Eva Morin.
Fouls been called on Vikings number 10, Moran. That's her third, team 6.
Just under 3.5 to go now in the fourth. Lady Colts bringing the ball up the floor. As a pass to Belcher, nearly stolen away. A lot of contact. Belcher working hard, straight to the cup. Too much. Still working hard. Body's on the floor, and we're going to get an out-of-bounds call. Ball going to the Lady Colts.
Yeah, lots of contact right there by the Lady Vikings. Surprised not to hear a whistle right there.
Well, the only whistle we heard was to point to the direction of which the basketball would be staying. Now Labaki going to test her look from deep again. She's got it. She is feeling herself from deep. Back-to-back threes in the fourth quarter for Annika Labaki. As Hecker with the basketball for the Lady Vikings. Hecker with Labaki on defense. Now going to pass to the corner. It's Rogers. Up top, Snyder. Being defended by Weichel. Now going to go the ball to Moran. Outside to Snyder. Lady Vikings milking the clock as expected. Snyder going to take the ball to the top of the key. Snyder going to the cup herself. No travel call. Kind of surprising, but instead the ball going to stay with the Lady Vikings. And I believe Lady Colt fans kind of exhausted about complaining. They're past that point. Now Hecker at the top of the key, less than 2 to go. Screen pass from Rogers, or a screen rather. Hecker going to stay with the basketball. Now to Moran. Fans in the stands begging for a shot clock to be implemented. Maybe one day, partner.
I sure hope so, Austin.
Possibly an installment in the next couple of years. We'll see what the OHSAA has to say. There's a lot of contact there, but no foul. Hecker with the basketball as she is pushed, and finally we got a foul call. That one's going to be on Barnett.
Yeah, like you said about the shot clock, Austin, that's one of the instances that the shot clock is very needed in high school basketball. You don't really want to watch teams dribble the ball out for a minute plus.
So now Ava Carr, the freshman, going to check into the game, as is Ashton Wine. And we're going to see what these Lady Colts can bring to the table.
And for the Vikings, number 40.
As Hecker with the basketball. Now going to give the ball to Nemeth, the senior. Now to Clausing. Clausing. Back to Hecker. Back to Nemeth. Now Clausing almost lost the handle, got it back. Of course, she's not going to lose the handles. And as I say that, almost hit her with a commentator curse. Back to Hecker, though. Behind the back. Lady Vikings showing off the moves. Time of possession being dominated. Clausing for 2 off the back iron. Offensive rebound fought for, and a jump ball will be called. Possession is going to go to the Lady Colts.
As this game's winding down, Austin, kind of out of reach for the Clear Fork Colts. So what's your thoughts on the OH report MVP for tonight?
Well, it definitely could be a slew of players, but I think one of our players of the game has got to be Brooklyn Mosher. You said it beforehand, partner. There's going to be a major impact to this game, and I just feel like her inside cut's been getting the job done so much tonight. It's almost hard to rule her out at this point. Less than 40 seconds to go in the fourth. And a pass is going to be stolen. The freshman Clausing with the basketball, as she's going to try to take as much time off the clock as possible. Now giving the ball to Osborne. Less than 30 seconds to go. Alves with the basketball now. Inside pass to Clausing. A little too high. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Vikings. Ball underneath out of Alves. Now outside, a pass could not be handled there by the senior Nemeth, and with 14.6, the ball back to the Lady Colts. Here come the Lady Colts up the court. Final 10 seconds of action. And a tip pass out of bounds, going to stay with Clear Fork. (45-28) the current score. See if it'll stay that way the final 5 seconds. It's a pass outside. 3-point attempt at the horn is no good, and that is going to do it. From Clear Fork, the Lady Vikings stay unbeaten in conference play. They improved to 8-0 in conference, and the Lady Colts will fall to 5-3 in the MOAC. And we're going to be right back with some post-game coverage after a break from our sponsors.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Time now for our Spherion Mid Ohio MVP, and it is River Valley senior Brooklyn Mosher. 12 points tonight as the Lady Vikings come into the Colt Corral and knock off Clear Fork. First of all, Brooklyn, congratulations. It was a tough battle, hard-fought battle back and forth. Just what were you able to do to be successful tonight?
We were able to contest the three-point shots. Clear Fork puts up a lot of threes, and we were able to have a hand in their face on all of them, and we rebounded really well. And some girls stepped up tonight and played roles that they don't normally have to, and we just worked really good together as a team.
You guys right there with Shelby, only one loss in the conference each. What do you guys need to do to continue to get better and have a chance of winning a conference championship?
We need to keep working hard in practice and just stay determined and work together and have fun.
What's some of the team goals this year? I mean, you guys have a really a veteran squad coming back. What are some of the goals? I know a conference championship would be that, but what after that?
We definitely want to make a tournament run. That's one of our biggest goals, and stay undefeated the rest of the year.
All right, and finally, I know you have a non-conference matchup with Buckeye Valley, and good luck with that. But if you want to look into the camera, give anybody a shout-out that you like, go for it.
I'll give a shout-out to my family for always coming to watch me.
All right, Brooke and Mosher, you get a little goodie bag too, brought to you by Spherion Mid Ohio, but she is our Spherion Mid Ohio MVP. We're going to take a break. Boys will be back with stats analysis and to wrap things up right after this.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes left, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snacks.
What is he doing?
Preparing for his next career as a commentator.
Isn't he a little young for that?
All the best players get broadcast deals these days.
Bill's Mafia is going absolutely crazy down here. Isn't that right, Billy? So true, so true. Back to you, Josh. Back to you. Now let's go down onto the field for the coin toss. Doesn't get much better than this.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
For the OH Report post-game show, we're going to talk about all sorts of stats, breaking it down for each team and why exactly the Lady Vikings got the job done.
So, Austin, it starts with the rebounds, like you can see on your screen, guys. 31-15, River Valley leading that. Differential of 16 is not really going to cut it for the Clear Fork Colts, and that's why they ultimately came out with the defeat. Also, 16 field goals to 7 field goals, not going to cut it as well. You see the turnovers. River Valley, Austin, actually has more turnovers than Clear Fork, but they still got the job done tonight. River Valley got to the foul line often and really contributed to that line, like we said in the second half, 10 of 14 compared to the Clear Fork Colts 3 of 4. It's also interesting to note that the Clear Fork Colts did not get to the foul line in the second half.
That's definitely an important factor in why the Lady Colts couldn't quite shoot the ball as well, couldn't quite score as much. So we know a lot coming up for both of these teams in the MOAC. Of course, River Valley staying undefeated, moving to 8-0, and the Lady Colts going to fall to 5-3 in conference play. It'll be interesting to see what they produce the rest of this season. A lot ahead of them, of course, especially going into the tournament. You want to go in as hot as possible, and I think the Lady Vikings have got a great stepping point right now.
Yeah, absolutely, Austin. Like we said, pregame, with the Vikings getting this win, it's a clear path to the MOAC championship. Clear Fork's going to have to do a little bit of work, try to get above Shelby for that second place.
Absolutely. Well, with the conclusion of our post-game stats, that is going to do it from Clear Fork. Once again, I'm Austin Fisher, joined by Levi Davis, and of course the upcoming schedule for River Valley. Saturday they take on the Ontario Lady Warriors, and the Lady Colts are also in action on Saturday against the Galleon Lady Tigers. A little MOAC matchup for both of these teams. Once again, signing off from Clear Fork High School. Thank you all so much for tuning in live and free, and catch our future live streams on the OH Report.